Right guys, so it looks like in today's video we're going to be doing a little deep dive and a weekly round catch up on BCOQ, CoqU, softcoqinu and microcoqinu. And without further ado, why don't we start off with the granddaddy of them all, CoqU. Alright guys, so bear in mind I am using the KuCoin database, and it looked like, if we saw if you see my last video, I did say that if we do come back into this region, or should I start saying we said that if we do come back into the zone here, it'd be worth entering a trade. Reason why? Because this is an important support level over here. Once we do come back down here, we can see that we've been retested here, we wicked down below, and we quickly got brought up. Now this is something which I have mentioned in my last video, because guys, at the end of the day, once we do see a big move to the upside like this, ultimately we will come back down to retest it eventually for a stronger and hopefully a bigger confluence of us moving to the upside. So far we've done just that. So that's just the first hurdle. The first hurdle is to come back down in this region, retest, and hopefully bounce straight back out from here. Once we've done so, then it could be a high probability that we should be able to at least come back from, well, get out from this level and to reach to this target up there. Now once that happens, from anywhere from here, let's say you entered here to there, that's going to give us an approximately, to be more accurate, 91% move to the upside. Now that's not too bad of a trade to be had, if you ask me. So what does that mean for at least the meantime? The meantime, this is our first target. Second target would be right up here, which would give us from here to there around about 111% or 15 move to the upside. But once we do climb our way back up to the top, I could only see us breaking above this all important last higher high in order for us to get into a discovery phase. So which is this line up here, which I'll turn that into yellow. So yes guys, so that's a quick short analysis on CoqU, because overall the structure of CoqU is looking very good and quite bullish, if you ask me. The only time that I will consider this to be quite bearish is only until we do break down below this level here to reach much further down to around about the zone here, which means we will then need to start again on making that move to the upside. Whereas this here is like all important level for support, because if we look much further to our left, we've been bouncing down this region here for a little while, ultimately coming back down, went sideways for a little while until we're broken up, and now we're back here to retest this support level. So this gives us a viable level of support. So I hope that makes sense from an intraday trader perspective, but also for your hodlers, because you guys are looking to add more to your bags whenever we drop back down into key areas, so you can keep on adding more to your bags. So that is like, this is currently a perfect area to load up. Even if we do come back down a little bit lower, it's not a problem guys. Guess what? Because your job is to quite literally add more to your bags as we are accumulating in this phase here, accumulation phase over here, till we move to the upside. And even from here today guys, it's still 115% move to the upside, so that's not too bad of a trade. But if you're looking to hold for the long term, we could be seeing some massive gains. Now you can go back to my last video to see what sort of gains have I been predicting for CoqU, and it's quite a funny one too actually. Do I believe it? Yeah, I actually do, because I've been through quite a few different bull cycles, and yeah, that's the reason why I came up with those predictions. So you can go check them out. I won't reveal that too much into this video, but that's something that you can check out if you like. Otherwise, if you're super bullish, guys, leave that in a comment and give me a like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification if you'd like to see this sort of content. If you'd like to see something else, and also add that to the comments. I have had some few requests guys, please be patient with me. I will get some more videos out today, and I will go through my comment section to see which one of you guys who've made any crypto suggestions that I will do a video on, and I will do them today. So let's move on to BCOQ. Okay, so for BCOQ, we're not looking too great at the minute. Now, I know a lot of people that are starting to hate on BCOQ, and I don't really blame you all at all, because we've broken out, well, broken below from this area over here. So now the only support that we have, guys, just don't hate on this project. Please just don't hate on this project. Right now, the next level, ultimately, it's going to be back down to this level here. Whew, that is not the best of news right now for BCOQ. So we should be expecting any more. Sorry for the bird chirping in the background, guys. And if you can hear the airplane, apologies for that too. I live in central London. Sometimes it sounds like a jungle, and sometimes it sounds like an army camp. Anyway, so from the current price all the way down to over here, actually it's a little bit lower than that. It's around about there. It's about 84% move to the downside. Guys, this is still pretty decent. Well, big drop in fact. Even if we come back down here, the swing upside is still going to be absolutely massive, because if I measure right from down there, because I reckon eventually we will come back down into this region. Yeah, guys, so it's not looking too great right now for the BCOQ, so expect much more further downwards movement. The only way that I consider this to be neutral or even bullish is only once we do break above this level up here. Otherwise, we are not looking like we're going to be retesting this level anytime soon right now, as we are looking increasingly bearish. For the, let's say for the medium short term, once we do come back down here, I would imagine we should be seeing some better price action. So until then, guys, hold strong and see what happens between now and until then. So I think it's a good idea to just keep an eye on it, whatever happens once we do come down to this region. If you've still been hodling all the way throughout here, guys, you should still continue to hodl. You do not want to sell at a loss. Wait until maybe come back down here to add more. So when you go back up, this swing from here to there would be more than 84%, and then from here all the way up to there, it should give you at least 2x in trade. So if that captures in most of your previous losses, then guys, maybe you could break even around about up here. Or if you're bullish for the long haul, don't be fearful, guys. I reckon we can still do a crazy move to the upside, and I'm still hodling this like a box, and I'm treating this like Christmas specials, because now BCOQ is a lot cheaper. So yes, guys, so if you're a hodler, that is the best strategy, because whenever we come back down, you add a lot more to your bags, so you can see a bigger swing. So I'm going to leave that as that. Don't be fearful. When it gets bad, treat it like Christmas. Okay, so let's head over to softcoqinu. Now for softcoqinu, it's kind of similar play out to BCOQ, because we've made this crazy and insane run to the upside. Whenever we see this, guys, typically we will see a retest back down into this area over here. But if you look at the chart, it looks like we've in fact created this like a rounding from the top to the bottom, which gives me a slight confidence that we should be able to continue to push to the upside. But the first hurdle is this area right over here. Now, guys, remember, this is not a financial advice, just showing you exactly what I'm doing. And that way, if you see any value and content, any great content from this, just give me a like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification, so you'll be updated a lot more with this type of trading strategies, but most importantly, trading updates, so you can see exactly where to expect to take some profits or to hodl for the long haul if you're looking to maximize in your trades. Now, guys, it looks like if we do break up from the zone over here, our first target should be up here. Reason why? Because I'm pointing to literally exactly the next level area that we need to be focusing on. Now let's pull out the larger horizontal line. This is a key area that we must break if we to remain bullish to retest the last all-time highs. So from our current price all the way to that horizontal line, or let's say the resistance, that would give us an approximately, yeah, look at that 71% move to the upside. But once we do smash through that, and you're holding this trade from here, that means the next level which we're expecting to break, it will be up here at around about 207% move to the upside. Now that's pretty decent. That's already 2x for you right there. So if you put in $100, you get 200. If you put in, that's all together. If you put in, 1,000, you get 2,000. So you get the gist. So that's just a quick analysis on softcoqinu. If we do break down, we could see a lot more downwards price action out of this range over here. Yes, so that means that will be another around about 81% move to the downside, quite similar to black CoqU. So let's move over to the next one. But before we do so, guys, why don't we head over to my Patreon if you'd like to learn exactly how I trade like this, and like, well, one of my best ones actually is actually CoqU. Like how you can find your levels, when to trade, when to take profits, and when to get out of the trade, and to minimize your losses. Then guys, head over to my Patreon page, because you can go onto my most popular tiered membership, and it's called Total Crypto 23 Trading Coach. It only costs £17 if you're from the UK. If you're from the US, it's at $20, or from wherever you are around the world, that gets converted into your local currency. All you got to do is hit the join right there, and then you will get 1 hour free. 3, 2, 1. You get 1 hour session with myself. That's all you need to learn fully comprehensively on how to structure your trade and make precision entry points with a decent stop loss. But seeing as we're going on to meme coins, you don't need to worry too much about that, because it's more of a hodling style strategy where you can still make pretty decent gains. So head over to my Patreon for that. If you like a guidance on how to structure trading, etc., you could use me as your mentorship. 1 hour session. Thereafter, we can stay in communication via WhatsApp, Patreon, or on Telegram. That way we can keep each other posted in terms of where you are currently at. Also give you assistance if you're stuck in your trade, so we can help you to become a razor sharp trader. So if you find that very helpful and useful, guys, guess what? It only costs about £17 or $20. That is nothing in the grand schemes of trading, because if you can make such huge moves from the current price here all the way to the top there, that's already 67% move to the upside. If you put $100, you get $67. Or like I said previously, that if you're holding this trade here and you're targeting stuff there, that's a roughly 207% move to the upside. So if you put in $100, that's already $207, which means you can easily pick up my most popular membership. That only costs £17 or $20, but in return, you will get to learn how to make these sort of decent trades, so you can justify paying for that £17 or $20, or depending on where you are from around the world. So I hope the Patreon page makes sense to you, and how this program here, this tiered membership, can really help you to elevate in your trading style for a peanuts, quite literally. Enough with the talks about my Patreon. Let's head over to microcoq. Okay guys, so with the microcoq, it looks like that we've made this move to the upside. We came back down after this massive parabolic move. Like I said in all of my videos, whenever we see a massive move like this, we will inevitably come back down to at least retest this low, or at least close to. As we can see here, we've more or less done that anyway. We then gone sideways for the longest. As the price has shot up, it then came back down to literally retest exactly from this level. So what does that mean, guys? That means this area now becomes a support level right over here. Perfect. Okay, now let's zoom in. So from this area, once we have created this move like this, That means ultimately you can always add a limit orders anywhere around down here. You don't have to exactly, but sometimes you can do so depending on what platform or which from deck that you are using, because some of them do allow you to use limit orders, or you just purchase the current price of microcoq at any given level. If that is the case, then you should always be looking to add more to your bags when we come back to this region over here. If you haven't yet invested into microcoq, guys, this is not financial advice. This looks like a perfect area for accumulating more of microcoqinu, or if you knew you can actually add more to your bags right now in this level or anywhere between here, because once we do see a breakout from this level, we should be expecting quite decently in return. So let's say you entered now, for instance, with a target of up there, that will give you, look at this, guys, an 80% move to the upside. So from the current price all the way up to there, that's like it's about 80, or actually let me do more accurately. So basically, let's do even from the top of the wick. Let's say from here all the way down to the current price is roughly around about 83% move to the upside. Now you can see the power of this type of trading, because once we do come back down here, it looks like we could in fact be heading our way back up to this region, simply because we've gone sideways for the longest, we pumped up, we came back down, which should give us a stronger confluence and confidence that we should be able to push our way back up again into these levels up here. And guys, once we do break up these levels from here, bear in mind it's like 83% from the current price to the top of it, then eventually I can see us, once we're broken here, to retest this all-time highs up here. Now this would be quite a sick gains actually, because if we measure from the current price and we go all the way up, let's say to right up here, now this should give us a decent trade to break up to its all-time highs and go much higher. I reckon microcoq and the CoqInu is looking in a pretty decent shape. Softcoqinu is not too bad of a shape, whereas with black CoqInu, I don't know what's going on with that. Now I'm only kidding, guys, but it looks like that we are pretty much heading our way back down to this level. And ultimately we should be expecting a much bigger push for black CoqInu because of its past history, price actions. Yeah, so guys, I'm going to leave it here. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you find it useful and informative, as always guys, do me a favor, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications to be updated with all my latest contents. And if you'd like to learn to trade like this and like that, then guys, you have the options to come over to my Patreon and check out my most popular membership. Otherwise, you may subscribe to my channel right over here. And if you haven't checked out my last two videos here and there, go check them out, and I'll see you all, or I will see you all in the next one.